It is September 6th and it is a drippy day today, but we are going to persevere. We are doing the Moline Canyon Trail starting from Bridge 6. And it's about a 7-kilometer return trail. And they say it's one of the absolute must-dos in Jasper National Park. So, I am very looking forward to seeing this. And it's such a drab day that I'm hoping the crowds will stay away. We'll see how it goes. This Moline River was named by a French Jesuit priest in the mid-1800s. And in case you don't know French, it means wicked. So you take away a bridge and you try fording that river and you can tell why he named it that. This is so pretty in here. I've never seen an underground river. Like, I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, this is perfect. Thank you, people, for the stones. Another one. This is so fun. What a fun trail. Mom says this is not a dry run. Haha. This is the 5th bridge. So that 5th bridge was just leading to a parking lot. So you don't really need to go over it when you hike this trail. I am continuously reading through the Bible. I don't follow a reading plan and I don't speed read. I like to savor what I read. So it takes me about 3 years to finish the Bible. But don't laugh too much. I do read it every day. Whenever I'm done, I like to start a new translation. So I've gone through the NIV and the New American Standard and a paraphrase, chronological Bible, the archaeological Bible, and I just finished the New King James Version. And so now I am starting on the good old King James Version. Tell me what version you are reading from, or what your favorite version is. I really appreciate all the versions, actually. It can give you a different perspective on things. So I'm not single-minded, I'm pretty open-minded. So I told you last time that I was going to do a hike through the Bible. So this is my very first thought. And I've been thinking a lot about how I was going to approach this, because I know that there will be hot topics that people disagree on. And yeah, with over 22,000 different religions, people are going to have different perspectives. But I want to show you everything from the Bible, and you can take it or leave it. So if you disagree with what I say, I am not going to argue with you. God says to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. So I'm going to leave that between you and God. So if you argue with me, or if you disagree with me, I'm not going to respond to you. I just feel like that's the best approach. However, if you are seriously searching and asking questions, I would love to correspond with you and yeah, we can share together. But I'm not going to argue for the sake of arguing. And that doesn't mean I don't like you or don't respect you. I'm just setting the ground rules because I've tried to think how I am going to approach this without arguing all the time. Hopefully we don't argue all the time. That would be amazing, but I know there are specific topics that people disagree on. So that's that. So starting at the very beginning is Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. This is the very first image we have of God. He's creating. When you read through Genesis chapter 1, you will notice that everything is created after its own kind. The grass, the flowers, the trees, the fish, the birds, the cattle, the beasts are all created after their own kind. And kind means species and in multiples. But when God created man, it was in his own image, and he only created one. He didn't create man in multiples. We are in the same category and team as God. Mankind was created in the image of the uncreated one. Let that sink in. And it was God's breath that gave man life. Think about that one, especially put that in the back of your brain for future reference. Very important point. Because God did not make man in species or multiples, he wants us to view each other as family. Some people believe in goo to zoo to you, but that is Satan's way of trying to degrade man and God when he says that we come from monkeys. Don't you get it? Satan is really jabbing at God. Now, there was some reason that God created man, and I don't know what it is, but I believe it was thwarted when men sinned and fell. So God has to restore his reason for creating us. And just to be on the same page, when God created mankind, that also includes women. God has placed a special imprint on man that is in his likeness. Amazing. He who set the starry worlds on high and tinted with delicate skill the flowers of the field, who filled the earth and the heavens with the wonders of his power, when he came to crown his glorious work, to place one in the midst to stand as ruler of the fair earth, did not fail to create a being worthy of the hand that gave him life. Man was to bear God's image, both in outward resemblance and in character. Christ alone is the express image of the Father, but man was formed in the likeness of God. His nature was in harmony with the will of God. His mind was capable of comprehending divine things. His affections were pure. His appetites and passions were under the control of reason. He was holy and happy in bearing the image of God and in perfect obedience to his will. Well, the rain has come, but that hasn't kept the people away. Oh man, so many people. I'd hate to see what it's like if it's a nice day. That's deep. All right, here's the scoop on the Moline Canyon Trail. It's cool, but I'll never come back. I'm giving it a 2 out of 5 just because of the people factor. Even on a Sunday rainy day, thousands of people. And I passed more than one person smoking marijuana. Like, who does that on a nature trail? You get an instant headache. Anyway, enough griping. I can't say that I would recommend this trail, really. There's better trails in Jasper. Thinking back on what I just told you guys, I hope I'm clearer than mud. I think I just want to tell you that animals and such and all the created things are created after their own kind. But humankind is created after God. Does that make sense? and God made only one kind of human. Anyway, the point of this talk is to make you realize how incredibly special we are to God. And we didn't evolve over millions of years and come from goo and monkeys. We are a part of God. His breath is in us, and He created us in His image. How amazing is that? We all belong to one family, and God is our Father. And that is amazing. Thank you so much for watching, my brothers and sisters. And I will see you again in my next epic adventure. Assalamu alaikum, shalom, peace.
You spoke the words, and all the worlds came into order. You waved your hands, and planets filled celestial skies. You placed the woman and the man inside the garden. And though they failed, they found compassion in your eyes. Oh Lord, I stand amazed at the wonder of your deeds, yet a great one that brings me to my knees. Lord, I praise you because of who you are, not because of all the mighty things you've done. Lord, I worship you because of who you are. You're all the reason that I need to voice my praise because of who you are. One holy night you brought your promise from a virgin, and promise grew as you revealed to us your heart. Enduring love displayed throughout his crucifixion, and in the dark you tore the grave and death apart. Oh Lord, I stand amazed at the wonder of your deeds, yet a great one that brings me to my knees. Lord, I praise you because of who you are, not because of all the mighty things you've done. Lord, I worship you because of who you are. You're all the reason that I need to voice my praise. Lord, I praise you because of who you are, not because of all the mighty things you've done. Lord, I worship you because of who you are. You're all the reason that I need to voice my praise because of who you are. Because of who you are. Because of who you are.